Jazzcast Pros.
In a world fixated on perceived limitations, there exists a powerful truth. The human spirit knows no bounds. Join us as we delve into the remarkable journey of Shaniah, who has not only confronted the challenges of a cerebral palsy diagnosis, but has emerged to show us that we can all be limitless. Welcome to Fearless Fridays with Maryann, the podcast to help you get unstuck, heal your inner child, and reshape your future. I am your host, Maryann Rivera-Dannert, and with over 10 years of experience as a coach, author, speaker, and owner of MRD Empowerment Solutions, I use my personal life experience with trauma, healing, and rediscovery as a catalyst for personal growth. My mission is to empower women like you to discover and unlock your full potential, paving the way to a life marked by freedom and balance. Together, we'll tackle the tough stuff and find the strength within to rise above. And today we have another amazing co-author of the soon-to-be released Invisible Illness book. So without further ado, let's bring her on.
Hello, my name is Shaniah Gunter. I am 21 years old. I am a motivational speaker, a co-author, a cerebral palsy advocate. A little bit about my story. I have mild cerebral palsy, spectroplegia. It affects my legs. Sometimes I have physical limitations. I need to wear a brace on both of my legs because when I was younger, I couldn't really walk. I didn't walk till I was 3 years old. I needed physical therapy, speech therapy to help me with speaking and walking and daily activities. I needed an IEP when I was in school because I couldn't learn like other kids could learn. My left leg is shorter than the right leg. And so growing up living with cerebral palsy, it was hard for me. I was getting bullied. I was getting picked on. So people counted me out because I was different. I needed Botox injections to help me with my muscle stiffness in my legs. I had to get strabismus in my eyes because I was cross-eyed at birth. I had seizures when I was an infant. So cerebral palsy was a big challenge for me, but I believe that I can bring an impact to the community so I can help other people to win through this, because it don't matter if you have a mild case, a moderate case, severe case. You can do anything you put your mind to if you set it to go.
That is so true. That is so true. And thank you so much for sharing. So what is your day-to-day like?
Today, I got up this morning. I fixed me something to eat. I read a quote this morning. I put some things in my support group page. I encourage people sometimes on Facebook. I, try to do different things to keep my mind occupied. I listen to my gospel music. I do different things to keep my mind occupied because I know it starts with your mind. What you think about and how you feel. That's who you become.
That is so true. Do you have a favorite quote?
Well, I got a favorite scripture.
Okay, you can share that.
So my favorite scripture is Philippians 4:13. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you.
Yeah, I love that. So when you were in school and when you were younger, you mentioned that you were bullied. How did you handle that?
How did I handle that? I was sad. I was really sad. I was real torn. I felt broken on the inside because sometimes we hide what we're feeling on the inside. So I was really covering up because getting bullied, sometimes it can lead to depression. It can lead to negative thoughts and stuff like that. And so I didn't feel good about myself because kids was around me. They was counting me out, but they didn't understand, until I got older and I started sharing my story and, sharing what God is doing in my life. And so I couldn't really handle that. I needed counseling. I was going to church. I needed someone to encourage me, because we all need this thing. God put everybody on this earth to help you out. So I couldn't handle bullying. It was just hard for me. It was hard for me to make friends in school. I didn't make friends until I joined this program called Teens with a Purpose and Lit organization. And so I met people that was living with disability, mental health issues, going through different traumas, going through different things, cases, anything that they're going through. I just felt like when I joined those two organizations, I felt better. And reading my word and, my family members, checking on me, my community, my doctors, the nurses, the impact that God set up for me to have.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's beautiful. So do you ever go to, in your speaking, I know that you are a motivational speaker. Do you ever go to the schools and talk to kids, about the impact of bullying and things like that?
I've never been to a school yet, but I have been to different churches. Like some people might ask me to come on their podcast show. Some people might ask me to come to their church, any events that they have. Sometimes people call me to pray for them, or sometimes they call me to give them just a word of encouragement.
I love that. And I love that you said you have not been to a school yet. So that's coming soon.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, and I will claim it with you because your story is needed, because there's a lot of kids, a lot of youth that experience different things and they don't have anybody to talk to and can also be bullied and they don't know how to handle it or what to do about it. So I'm claiming it with you. So you are a co-author. What made you say yes to sharing your story in this new book?
Well, what made me say yes, because I love Miss Nadia, and Miss Nadia she's real and she's nice and she's kind. And she asked me, one day, she was like, do you want to be a co-author of my book? Because I was in a book with Miss Kathy, Word of Wisdom for the Heart and Soul. So when she read my story, she said that it touched her and she asked me to be in her book so I can share my story and give back to the community. Yes, I had to say yes to Miss Nadia because she is so phenomenal and she's sweet, and I just know that this book would be a good inspirational for others that's going through, just not with cerebral palsy, but with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, bipolar, anything they're going through. Right. I believe it can inspire somebody up and lift them up, encourage them that God can see them through anything.
So mentioning, phenomenal, how did you feel being nominated and receiving the Phenomenal Woman Award?
I felt so happy. I felt like that. I felt like that someone gave me confidence and gave me hope and give me faith to keep pushing, keep thriving. Let me know that I am a woman that can do anything that I can put my mind to. That right there gave me the encouragement that I am special to God, and I'm special to those that are around me because I have a purpose. When God created me in my mother's womb, He gave me a purpose. He gave me the assignment. And so I want to encourage those today that might feel broken, because like I said, I felt broken at the beginning, when I first started talking. So I want to encourage you today that don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. You got it. No matter how you feel, God is the answer. God is the key. God can do anything. You got to understand that He created you in His own image. I will be talking about that in my book, Finding Creation of Me, because we got to know that we can't compare ourselves to other people. You got to be who you are. You got to be your authentic self. You got to understand that God won't fail you. See, sometimes we feel like we're by ourselves, but we're not by ourselves. Sometimes He allows us to go through the fire so we can learn from the fire, so we can grow from the fire, so we can become better, because we got to renew our mind every day. It starts with us first. It starts with you first. So we got to understand that we can't let the devil steal our joy. We can't let the devil win. We got to continue to push and thrive. And guess what? Life won't happen, but life is teaching us to grow and be better.
You said a whole mouthful, and I love it. I love it. So being on the Fearless Fridays podcast, Shaniah, how are you living a fearless life?
Hi, I'm living a fearless life. Well, I would say it is hard when you have a disability to find a job. It is hard to, sometimes, like I say, make friends. Sometimes it's hard to, do things that you wish you can do. But like I say, I know that God want to lead me to it. I just got to keep pressing and keep pushing because fear is going to come. Yes. But you can't let fear stop you from pushing, but you got to push through your pain. It's all in the mind, and it's all how you want it to go and be. See, where you started at, that's not where you're going to finish at. So I know that God is going to get me where I'm going to be. He's going to put me where I need to be. Not what I want to be, but He's going to put me where I need to be. So
I love it. What are you working on and what are you looking forward to in 2024?
More advocating, more researching, more giving to the community, giving more support to the community, giving people more hope, more confidence in themselves. I'm also, working on more with myself, doing my exercises, doing what I need to do so I can maintain my cerebral palsy so I won't give up and throw in the towel.
I love it. Where can individuals connect with you and learn more about you and purchase a copy of your book?
They can email me at shaniahgunter@gmail.com, which that is SHANIAHGUNTER@gmail.com. They can also they can email me for a copy of the book, and then I like to give people their books in their hand. I'm not really into the website stuff, but I like to give you the book in your hand so you can go there, you can see how much it is, so that way you will know for yourself, do you really want it? And I'm just so excited to be a part of this book project.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for being with us today, Shaniah, and for sharing a part of your story.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you enjoyed the conversation, be sure to leave a 5-star review and share with a friend or two. If you're not already following me on social media, come join the Fearless community at MRD Empowerment Solutions on Facebook and Instagram, or visit my website, MaryannRiveraDannert.com. I'll catch you next week with a new episode, and remember that you are a priority and you matter.